Hello everyone, this is General D. Yesterday, Lemon, the leader of the recently formed TC party, has responded to my party leader's 40-minute speech. I was forced to make a response. I will only address criticisms that involve me as the member of SSI. Criticisms levied at SSI should be addressed by her personally, and I will let her do it on her own. Plus, I don't remember everything she said, and I don't care to check if you misinterpreted her words. She should do that. She should do the fact checking herself also. And anything else like you boasting about your supreme building skills, I will ignore because what I expect from candidates are actions, not empty promises. So I encourage you to start building stuff at the Capitol. You start by saying you don't know anybody from SSI, and right after you say, Sky Shatter is full of liars and they are disfaithful and dishonest. Please tell me, Lemon, how can you determine the character of our party members having not spoken to any of us and only listened to SSI's speech? Your next claim is many left from SSI due to infighting and disorganization, and that SSI members can barely agree who's running in the first place. Okay, I have been a member of SSI since before the previous election. I have not seen the infighting and disorganization you mentioned. I would like to know where you got this opinion from? Out of your ass, maybe? Yes, as party members, we can disagree, and we do. And we had several competing candidates in our primaries. But where does the notion of disagreement being bad even come from? I don't want parties to be a homogeneous mass of people who agree on all things, or most things. I find joy in discussion in free marketplace of ideas. Competition is good. Even though I lost in the primaries, my campaign motivates other candidates to try harder. Isn't that the point? I don't think you would disagree with what I said here. You probably just haven't thought about it as a leader of a political party. You say our infrastructure was stolen from former members who don't even participate anymore. Okay, so using infrastructure from members who aren't active on the server anymore is theft? Alright, I'll take this claim in its best interpretation and say you probably meant the active players who left the party. So using their stuff is theft? Should we just not use it? I don't even know what infrastructure you're talking about. You said you haven't even been to SSI, so how the hell do you know what you are talking about? Also, I come to SSI and every couple days I see new developments. Repaired roads, new buildings, that is certainly not from former members. You wouldn't know anything about it though, because you just rejoined the server. Let's go back for a bit. I don't know anything about the political landscape of Strudel you were in, and what happened months ago, to me personally, doesn't matter. It's in your DNA, my ass. We should look at the present and to the future. You said you don't know anybody from SSI, yet you judge us on actions of NBF, who I personally and many others have not even heard about before your speech. I will not let my party be defined by actions of people who are not even present anymore. You and X-Boy have been inactive for a long time. It is a fact that X-Boy has been the most inactive member of the server until recently. You joined right before the election, and there is no guarantee you won't stop playing like many others did after the election. Now, I don't think you shouldn't run. We have a ranked choice voting system. I'm not afraid of more parties entering the race. The system will make sure the most popular candidate wins, whether you participate or not. Let's continue. You said the SSI is constantly trying to control the freedoms and the rights of the others. They have awful policy. Really? My no Enderman greeting proposal to protect the builds of the players is limiting the freedoms and the rights of others? What about the Chipped Act I wrote that adds a shit ton of building blocks? Does that infringe on your rights? What about my Player Customization and Interaction Act? You don't even know what it does because you don't know, like, you don't know what has been happening on the server for however long you were inactive. And I'm not even mentioning the proposals from my other party members like Mira, which, if you read them, don't control anyone as well. Oh, I didn't know, I didn't read them, I didn't talk to your members before calling all of you controlling dishonest liars because I wasn't active. Well, that is the problem. You are running for president despite knowing nothing about the political landscape of today. How are voters supposed to trust you when your decisions are based on information from Gale, your only active member for the past months? And judging by your baseless, uninformed, downright disrespectful claims in your speech, I personally don't trust you to lead Shurul until you interact with the server more. Let's conclude. You say SSI doesn't even have good policy. They're just being rude and aggressive with the other parties. I don't want to call it projection. I really don't. But have you not displayed these exact qualities in your response? Do better. And I expect some actual policy from you in your next speech. That's about it. See you at the fucking ballot box.